My name. Oh my gosh, what is my name, Yun? I'm joking. So my name's Mimp. I go by Mimp. That's my nickname. Thai people have a long name, and I can go through lengths about this, but I'm gonna keep it short. My actual full name is Kwanchanok Jiamton. If you'd like the anglicized way, it's Kwanchanok Jiamton. But no worries. Unless you have to do anything with paperwork that has my name on it, just call me Mimp.
Like we do. We like it. I
Yes.
wouldn't know. I think I would shout on the internet and I say Mimp and you would answer.
Yes.
That's how I know you.
Mimp works.
Okay.
Mimp also means small bee in Thai, and that is a name that was given by my late grandmother
Oh,
because I was born very small, but I'm no longer small, but I am still called Mimp, the small bee.
lovely. And a lovely present she gave you, I think. Yeah. All right. Let's move to the second question. The
The
best
best.
thing that happened today for you. What was that?
Apart from meeting you today, because I always love meeting you. I just had a very nice conversation with our other community, Blue Sky Republic, that I've been part of for the past nearly 3 years now. And we had a nice discussion about what what a community consists of in our perspective, as well as also what we would like to shape one to be. It's a very extensive, long discussion, and some of it I don't want to reveal yet. So that's all I'm going to say. But it sparks so much joy, and we get to also catch up after many weeks of not being able to see each other. We get to catch up with how we are all doing with
Mm.
our life, our career, our families, and it's always nice to have a group of people, at least online from around the world, that I can have that moment with.
Mm.
It's a very precious moment every time I get to meet people in Blue Sky Republic. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I don't so easily let you go. I still want to know what was the best thing in that conversation.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things, Yunyan. We talked from I guess hmm. We talked about so many things. I actually had notes here. Should I open up my notes and decide? Because like I can't decide which one, but the most important part of the conversation, I guess, is the trust that we have
Mm.
for each other to be able to share um so openly, so vulnerably what we want to share. And also this idea of us being able to show up without having this facade. We can show up fully as who we are, authentically as ourselves, and still be very supportive. We That was one of the conversations we also had about our group, and it's so very touching. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it feels like having a bunch of really good friends, and it doesn't matter if they are in Brazil, India, China, Japan, or that's what the feeling is what I have. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna move to the next question. Tell us about your secret superpower.
Secret, but not so secret. I've always found myself being the person who wants to, it's not just to connect with other people. That seems to be secondary, but the primary seems to be connecting people with the right people
Mm.
and bringing them together for a reason, whether it's for work, for pleasure, for anything else. I find a reason to bring them together.
Mm.
And I've been always doing that, but I never know there's a word for it until recently. I didn't know community building, community engagement is a thing until much later after I left university. I always wanted to do something like this, but I didn't know there's a demand for it or there's a job title for it. But I find so much joy in bringing people together,
Mm.
and I just want to keep doing that. And I love that. Yeah, that sparks joy for me. I
Mm.
can I can give you an example, a
Mm.
short example of what I did. I host these alumni meetups for one of my universities that I'm part of, and was part of, and I was the co-host for this event. It's just a regular drinks gathering. Everyone's just having a lovely time, just talking and connecting for the first time. And some of them are regulars.
Mm.
And there were two regulars who's never met each other, but they always come to these events. Um, I would love to name them if that's okay. There's Aus, and then there's David. David just started a production company, but he's also been doing production for a long time. And Aus, um, he also has a production company. So I thought, oh my gosh, let's bridge them together. And I finally get to introduce them, and oh, my heart felt so full. It's like, oh, I finally get to like get them to meet. And I felt so fulfilled. It's like, oh, finally they can support one another. Maybe they have a lot to talk about because maybe they can rely on each other, and rather than a competition of production houses, maybe there's a collaboration or exchange, that something that people who are founders of these businesses can, lean on one another. And I felt so rewarded by that, to just
Mm.
make that connection. And I don't even care about the credit or anything. I don't care if there's a credit for me doing that part, but I just felt so rewarded that I can link people. And yeah, it just, my heart feels very full when I was able to do that. Yeah.
Next time I bring some chains for you so you can link them and really chain them together so they can't lose each other.
Definitely.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
What
Ooh.
is a future skill for you?
Hmm. Can you expand the question, please?
Ah, I wanted to give you the opportunity to wander around and explore for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a very broad question.
It
But
is.
the first thing that came to my mind is two things that came to mind is play and facilitation. I feel I I'm facilitating a lot at the moment. However, I feel that I'm not a pro just yet. I feel like I need some structure and I want to be more seasoned, but to be more seasoned, I also need some guidelines of what I should be doing.
Yes,
So I'm currently learning by doing.
yes.
However, it would be nice to have a bit of a guide, and also learning to play a lot more.
You
I
already
don't
know
know.
how to play. What do you say now?
Maybe it's play and facilitation together. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about that, but now I'm
yeah,
thinking about it now.
yeah.
So maybe play and facilitation. How do I create that joy of learning and make it fun, whether it's offline, whether it's online, whether it's a corporate thing, whether it's a startup thing, it doesn't matter. But I want to keep things fun. If it's not fun, people don't find the value in it. I wouldn't find the value in it. So I think that's a future skill for me. I believe um everyone should know at least how to facilitate.
Mhm.
And to add to my own flavor, I believe everyone should facilitate and also have fun. To play is for me fun.
Ooh, very, very nice answer. And you know who you shared with, huh? Who you just shared these. Also to invite.
You, Yun Yan, you're one of my big motivations in play. So thank you.
Yes, let's find a way to make that work. Good. Okay, thank you. Shall I move to our last question?
Yes.
Yeah, that's this one. Who is the next person to chat with?
Aha. Oh my gosh, who should I pick? There's so many people. Uh, I can think of a few people that I really want you to chat with and want
Mhm.
people to know about. Jimena's one. I'm very close to her, even though she's all the way in Mexico. We still talk all the time. The other person I really want you to have a chat with is Colin. He's also another dear friend of mine, and I I just want more people to know about Colin. He does so many awesome things. He does some theater with facilitation. The other day I was part of his session as well, and that was so rewarding. And I wish more people can experience what I experienced through Colin's
What did
magic with
you
Taryn.
what did
Yeah,
you experience?
I experienced so many things within that 1 hour. One of them was I had to physically stand up, move around, and really trust the process and do some very fun, nonsensical movements that don't make sense but sort of make sense. And it's not really a dance, but it's a movement.
Mm,
And there's a lot of collaboration with other people on the screen that I've never met. We're not in the same room, but it felt like Colin and Taryn built this really safe room for us to feel like we're together through movement. And I had to mirror their movements. I had to, and I didn't know anybody in the room. I only met one person, and everybody else I've never met. But we had to copy each other's movements and also figure out who's the leader, who's the follower, and also come up with a an invention of one of the movements as well. And we kind of just went with the flow a lot, and that was so fun. And it really is a lifelong learning experience for me, because I felt that that was last week, or the week, no, yeah, it was last week, sometime last week, and I felt that I'm still I still get the spark from it until now. And I'm probably gonna keep it with me and keep, I guess the takeaway is to be more open to spontaneity, even though I have so much structure in my life, but also still be open to some loosey goosey
Lucy
agenda.
Goosey.
Loosey goosey. And yeah, it really opened my brain
Yeah,
and creativity, and I became much more open to either connect with other people, help other people, or do more collaboration and do things that really spark joy. And yeah,
yeah.
I've been feeling that the whole time until even now. So yeah, because of that.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to hear. Yeah, that's good for you. Good for you. Okay, I did pick up a new word, Mimp, and that is loosey goosey. So now I'm going to say a loosey goosey bye bye to you and go for the next person that you said Jimena or Colin, so I will hunt them down and have a short chat with them as well. And so, in this way, all community members can get to know each other. So, thank
Yay!
you, Mimp. Lucy Goosey, bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.